Now, let me tell you about a guy named Brian Schwenke. He's apparently a Tea Party patriot. Now, don't get me wrong here. Let me be clear right from the beginning. He does not represent the Tea Party. He's not a leader in the Tea Party. He just happens to be a member of the Tea Party. I tell you that so that you can context on how he views things, okay? He's obviously a conservative. In fact, Brian says on his own blog that the U.S. was founded on a Christian foundation, and the progressive atheist left is running us into the ground to create a socialist country that will fall like all the others. So it's very, very important to Brian that we be Christians in this country, and he knows who the problem is. He also rants about feminazis on his website, so obviously women are an issue. And he likes to talk to school groups, oh boy, and you'll see why this is more problematic in a second, about the American Civil War. Gee, I wonder how he portrays the American Civil War. I'm not sure I want to know. Okay. And recently, in his postings, he also criticized President Obama for his actions during Nelson Mandela's memorial service. Remember how he took the picture with the Danish Prime Minister? He said, what a classy president we have. His wife has to sit between him to make little Barry behave. Yeah, the president is not classy at all. Now, I believe this is the time when I tell you that he has been caught by federal authorities for possessing a gigantic amount of child porn. In fact, Brian Schwenke's handle online was, quote, hornypastor@outlook.com. Horny pastor. Now, the reality is he's not a pastor, but according to Raw Story, Schwenke claimed to have been a youth minister for 20 years. In fact, that is exactly how he would lure some people in, and then I guess to his friends and compatriots that he traded child porn pictures with, he would talk about, haha, I'm the horny pastor, and that's how I get these pictures of girls, okay? Young girls, obviously. In fact, the story goes on to say, Schwenke was in possession of a vast trove of illegal images. According to court documents, nearly every email in the horny pastor account contained images or accounts of child exploitation and abuse. So Mr. Moral Judgment, that tells us about a Christian nation and how President Obama is too horny and can't control little Barry. Turns out, in nearly every email he sent from that account had some child porn, exploitation, or abuse. Very classy, right? And in fact, in one of the passages, he says, with my pool at my house, I find lots of chances to counsel the girls, referring to how he's a child counselor as part of his ministry. Now, it turns out he's not really a minister, he's not a pastor, right? Shocking that the child porn guy is a liar, right? So the reason I tell you this story is, from time to time you'll have a guy like this in your life who's judgmental and holier than thou, and they'll say, oh, I'll tell you what, our morality is going down the toilet here, and it's all the leftist feminazis that are the problems. Meanwhile, he's passing around pictures of young girls and doing these sick things for which he got busted, right? By the way, he's not alone. Recently, Senator Lamar Alexander's chief of staff in his DC office, Ryan Loskarn, was also arrested on allegations involving child pornography. And again, that's not on Lamar Alexander. He hires a lot of people. I don't blame him for not knowing the private life of all the people, but Senator Alexander's chief of staff is clearly a conservative and talks about family values as that office does all the time, right? Yet another case of a guy who claims to be holier than thou, and then turns out allegations of child porn lead to his arrest. So this isn't a story about Republicans or the Tea Party. It's about people who go around judging others and pretending they're better than them, right? When you run into that guy the next time in your life, remember this pervy schwanker, this Brian Schwenke, and in fact what he was doing. Because I've seen this story way too often. And let me quote Schwenke one last time again. Bring back that quote from about Obama at the memorial service. He said, what a classy president we have. His wife has to sit between him to make little Barry behave. The guy whose nearly every email from that account involves child porn thinks that the president isn't classy enough.